the end, to the finish end, to the finish line, and know that we can do this, y'all. We can do this. Hey Queens, hey, and welcome back to my channel. I am Corinthia Williams, also known as the Queen of Transformation. Welcome back to my YouTube page. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And this YouTube page is all about my transformation. If you watched my previous video, I talked about transforming myself, getting over the hump of a new transition in my life, just turning the chapter in my life. So make sure you watch that video. I'll link it down below. But I wanted to come on today and just give you a word of encouragement. And remember, these videos are not just for you, they're for me too. It's like a time capsule that I can go back and look at. But I wanted to give us some motivation and some encouragement. So if you follow me on social media, you guys know that my husband just graduated from the University of Phoenix, and we had the opportunity to fly there and witness him graduate. It was myself, him, of course, our daughter, and our youngest son. And the four of us went on an excursion, okay? So what we did, we spent time in Vegas. We flew out on Thursday, went to Vegas, Thursday, Friday. Saturday, we flew from Vegas to Arizona to witness him graduate and walk across that stage. Then we flew back that same day on Saturday and stayed in Vegas until Monday night. Okay, y'all, so we had a ball. We had some time. I've never been to Vegas. My husband been. Of course, the kids have never been. So it was an excitement. It was an excursion for us, but it was also transformational. And when I think back, and just witness my husband walking across that stage and finally making it through school. If you guys know, if you've been to school online, you know sometimes that's harder than going to class because you're working, you're doing things online, you're trying to get deadlines and papers in. And I was so proud of him to be the first male in his bloodline, in his family, to graduate college. He has a bachelor's of science in management. And it was just a pleasure to see that and to know that he was on a journey for some years, y'all. It wasn't a 4-year thing. It was over 5 years of him trying to finish school, trying to make it happen, and also being a dad, also working, running businesses, being a husband, being a grandfather, you know. And so it was just encouragement to see him get to that end result, right? To get to that finish line. And so this message is for us on today, y'all. I want you to know that regardless of the process, regardless of how hard it gets, regardless if you got to take a pause sometimes, regardless if it feels overwhelming, continue to go, continue to push yourself. If you setting a goal for your life, if you're trying to accomplish something in life, keep pushing until you see it through. Don't quit on you. Y'all, that right there is a word, because so many times in my life I quit it on me because it wasn't moving fast enough, because things wasn't going the way I thought it should, things wasn't panning out the way I wanted to, and so I quit on myself. If you have quit on yourself, if you let yourself go, if you gained the weight and you're like, yo, oh well, this is just who I am, God made me this way, all these excuses we try to make, I want to tell you on today, and I want to encourage myself to know that I can keep on pushing regardless of how hard it gets, regardless of how difficult it seems, regardless of how long it takes me. I'm going to get to my goals. And so on today, I just wanted to encourage someone to get to your goal. The finish line is ahead of you, even though you might can't see it right now, even though it might seem so far ahead of you, even though it might feel like you'll never get there. Know that it is going to happen. We just got to keep pushing ourselves, keep motivating ourselves. And a lot of us, you know, we don't feel motivated because we don't have anybody in our corner to push us. And this is for the moms, the entrepreneurs, the people that's going to school, the people that's looking for a job, trying to get your finances right, whatever your season is right now, whatever season you're in right now, know that you got to keep pushing, even though there's no one in your corner to push you. I was, you know, my husband had me and the kids to encourage him, but we weren't doing the assignments. We weren't, you know, turning in those papers and doing those projects. He had to continue to push himself. Even though it took him more time than he thought, he had to keep going. And so that was my motivation throughout the travel we did. I'm going to have another video with all the fun stuff that we did and the places that we saw and just the interactions that we had throughout our trip. But the most thing is to keep pushing yourself, keep going, never quit on you. Right? He didn't have to go to school. He didn't have to see this thing through. He didn't have to sacrifice his time. He did this for him. He did this to better his education. He did this to set an example for our children. He did this to know for himself that he could do it. You know, sometimes we got to push ourselves just to prove to us that it can be done. And so that's what I'm doing. That's the journey that I'm on. I'm proving something to me. You guys, the last video, go back and watch that. I talked about I gained weight. I've been depressed. I've been feeling lonely. I've been feeling all these things going on in my life. But guess what? I'm doing this one for me. I'm not doing it for my husband. I'm not even doing it for my kids. Yeah, they get the benefit of me transforming, but I'm doing this transformation for myself. And so wherever you are, just think of it. Think of yourself see yourself as that person you want to become. If you're going back to school, see yourself as that person with that degree. If you're going to trying to buy a house, see yourself living in that house. If you're trying to lose weight, see yourself as that more healthier person, that healthier version of yourself. Let's push ourselves to the end, to the finish line, and know that we can do this, y'all. We can do this. We got this, right? And so I like to end all of my videos with a note to self. So on today, my note to self is, do not quit on yourself. This time, see it through and watch your results. So listen, guys, stay tuned for another video. Thank you so much for watching. Put down in the comments, what are you seeing to the end? What are you doing for you? What are you pushing yourself to? What have you given up on yourself? What are your goals? What are your accomplishments? What are you trying to finish? And let's chat about it in the comments. Remember to follow me on all my social media platforms, all my links, all that good stuff is in the bio. And I will see you on next Sunday for a new video. Peace. Be blessed. Know that I love you, but God loves you more. And I'm going to see you at the top because there's no more room at the bottom. Peace.
And the recommendation of the faculty, I hereby confirm on each of you that the completion of the respective academic degree which you have been recommended, a bachelor's degree from the University of Phoenix. Congratulations!